again. Welcome to Madam Mayor's Adventures, and we are doing another in the cabin DIY project. Why, you say? Because it's like 28 degrees outside and starting to snow again. So we're doing an inside project.
No more snow.
No, I'm done with that. So this is what was up here on a curtain rod, and it did okay. Sometimes the sun would come in, and I'd want to either take it off or roll it up or flip it up, because the sun will hit the side of the house in the evening, and this time of year I want the sun to come in, but in the summer you want to shade it. So instead of this, and this worked okay, but you see it's a little short on the bottom and it doesn't quite reach the top, and so we just used it because we had it. So out with this and in with the new. So what we're going to do here is put up some blinds. Now, I've already jumped ahead here because I don't want to bore you with drilling holes and putting in screws, but it's really a pretty simple fix. These are the blinds we're going to hang, and I'll show you real quick. They're just going to be white blinds, like so. So all you want to do here is center them, and then I've already what you do is these brackets are supposed to be 3 inches in from the center. Now, if your blind is longer than 36 inches, like if this is a 36-inch wide blind, then you'll get 3 mounting brackets. But this is only 27 inches. The window is only 24 inches, but the option was 23 or 27. So I didn't want to short the window, and then 27 is a little long. Ideally, I would have liked 24.5 inches, but we're going to make 27 work. So we're just going to have to, you see it's going to be about 1.5 inches over on both sides, and that'll be okay. I'm actually going to go a little left of center, because when you pull the blind down, and I'll show you this, it's going to be in the way of the door lock and the handle a little bit, but not a major thing. I'm just going to adjust it. And you can, once you even put this in place, you can push it. You can push it left or right. So you really don't have to remount these brackets. So I just kind of wanted to show you the direction we're headed here. So what I did is, once I eyeballed, just when I say eyeball, I mean approximated, I held the blinds up here and I measured in 3 inches, right? Just to get an idea of where 3 inches is going to fall. I just want a general idea. Then what I did is I extended the tape out to the edge of the door. And so what I did is I ended up being 6 inches. So that's my new mark. I wanted the outside of the bracket, that first screw, to be 6 inches from the edge. And I did the same thing on this side. So you go 6 inches from the edge will be the outside screw. So on this side it'll be the right, and on this side it'll be the left, and then the bracket will be inside the 6 inches. And that ends up putting the bracket 3 inches off the end of the blind. And that's the goal you're trying to reach. So that's how I did it. I did it that way because the blind is moving around and you're trying to do 2 and 3 things at one time. So once I found a fixation point, I put a dot on the door with a marker, and then I measured to the edge, and then that's how I did it. And then just to check it, in addition to going in 6 inches from the edge, I also went down 2 inches to the screw head on both sides, and that'll get you level. Now, if you wanted to check your levelability, you can always use a level and set it on top there, and you can see it doesn't have to be spot on, but it's pretty spot on. It's a little dark, but you can see it's spot on. So once you do that, you go ahead and I pre-drill the holes. You use a slightly smaller bit, slightly smaller than the size of the screw. You don't want it to be the same size. If you do, then your screw won't get any bite and you'll end up stripping it. But you get a bit that's a little bit smaller than the shaft of the screw. So if you need to look at it this way, you see I usually try to go about 2/3 the size of the screw. And that'll be your pilot hole. So I drilled the pilot hole. I did one at a time, but I drilled the pilot hole and then I put in a screw, and then I drilled the other pilot hole and put that screw in. The way I did it that way is so the first screw would hold the bracket while I drilled the second hole. So it makes it easier that way. Then I did the same thing on this side. So there's 2 screws, and that's so the thing won't tilt left, won't spin on you. So these are mounted already, so I just kind of wanted to show you how did I go about putting them where I put them. Another thing I took into consideration was the thickness of the blind when it's all the way up, right? The whole blind, I wanted the whole blind to be able to clear the window. So in case if I raise the blinds up, I didn't want it to be like right here. Like I wanted it to completely clear the window. And so we're going to go ahead and set the blinds in place. As you can see in the up position, they're going to clear the whole window. I didn't want them to be down here. So in order to put this in place, you just take the top hook here. And most blinds may vary a little bit, but I think most blinds that I've put in all work pretty similarly, the same way. So I'm going to hook it here, and I'm going just a little slightly left of center, as you can see, because I got these doorknobs I need to stay away from. And put your thumb inside and then push it back and up, and you'll hear them click. Once they click, they're in. Now see, I can move this left and right if I want to. I can push on it. And these are the pull-down type of blinds. So then that's what it looks like. And then you can close them and open them. Now you can get these in colors. I think mostly what they had was black and white. Did they have black? I don't even know.
They only had white.
Oh, they only had white. So white's what I wanted anyway, because it's a white door. So I'm not looking at putting blinds on the other door because there's not a privacy or sun coming in issue.
All right. Sorry about that little delay there, but my arms got tired and Brett wouldn't stop talking and I needed to put this on a tripod.
Yeah, so the holder wasn't holding the phone, so she stuck like this and she was trying to get my attention, but I wasn't seeing her. So communication is key in a relationship, even when you're doing videos. So here, I just mentioned that there's not really a privacy or a sunlight issue on that door, but on this door there is. In the summer, the evening sun over here is relentless, and you don't want the sun coming in the door because you're trying to air condition the place. But this time of year, when it's colder outside, when the sun comes over the garage over there, it hits this door and really puts in some nice heat over here, free heat, and I'm all about free heat. Free heat.
Listen, growing up in Florida, I can honestly say that I never understood the whole sunroom thing, because it's hot all the time in Florida. And now after living in Ohio, while it was cold, I'm like, yeah, I understand those sunrooms.
Yeah. So this is just a pull down. As I say, you just pull it down or you push it up. When you pull it down, I've already trimmed these. This went all the way down to about here. And so I've already taken the strings and trimmed them. And in another video, when we did the rest of the blinds in the house, I showed you how to trim those and bring them up.
It's a little tedious.
Yeah, it's a tedious process. That's the least liked part of the whole thing. Another option here, and I don't even yet know if I'm going to do it or not, but you have these little clips, and you've probably seen these before, and what they do is you can put them down here, and there's a hole in the end of the blind, and it'll fit in there. And what it'll do is it'll keep your blind steady and keep it from shaking. Another, from experience, where I've done that before, where you try to take them out to raise the blinds, you end up snapping these or breaking these because they're very fragile, they're plastic, they're cheap, they're made in China, so you're going to get that kind of quality with these blinds. These are cheap blinds. I think I paid $6.47 at Walmart for these blinds. So I just wanted something, I just wanted something white, something thin bladed, not the bigger blades that we got for the other windows, and just something to block the sun. Or most of the time, this time of year, well, right now it's dark outside, so there's a privacy issue as well as it being there's no sun. But you know, most of the time during the day, I have this bad boy all the way up here, and so I want all that sun coming in. And I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, you don't even notice that there's a blind up there if you didn't see this handle, because it really blends in.
Yeah.
But then at night, you just pull it down. Just pull it down to about there. And because it's night, we'll go ahead and close them.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, a little speak out to Veteran Nation. We're doing a free promo because I was wearing this today, and so just thought I would give a shout out to Veteran Nation. Salute.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
This all done?
It's
You're
all
off the
done.
clock?
I'm off the clock.
No, you ain't.
I got other DIYs to do, I guess. A long list.
Let me get that list out. I'm adding to it daily. All right. Well, maybe you can have dinner now.
Oh, good. I get to eat. We'll see you next time on Madam Mayor's Adventures.
Bye, y'all.